Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, back to bore you to tears and beyond with another thrilling episode of XCOM: The Long War. And in the event that my intonation of the word thrilling didn't make my sarcasm painfully obvious, allow me to take a moment and explicitly state that I was being sarcastic. Because last episode was the dullest shit since the invention of Play-Doh and safety scissors. It was like watching a Kevin James movie marathon without the one or two cheap laughs of seeing a fat guy fall off of a Segway, or perhaps like watching the World Series of Softball, sober. And I'm sorry. Deeply, deeply sorry. Because I'm pretty sure that it's not over and I may have no choice but to do it again. And if you decide after this episode that you hate me forever, trust me, I understand your position because I share it. Honestly, I do. But this is what Build 15 has reduced me to, a bitter, broken, sad little shell of a man with no other option than to Overwatch creep like that weird guy who stands outside the front of the women's gym, staring in through the window and leering at the girls on the treadmill. So, I guess, in the interest of getting the restraining order issued as quickly as possible, let's just get back to the old action, or lack thereof, whichever. Anyway, there are between 1 and 2 outsiders somewhere still in the vicinity. I only count 3 corpses here, and I'm pretty sure the sectoid pod had at least 1 more outsider in it. There were 2 sectoid commanders, both of which are dead, and there were either 3 or 4 outsiders, but we did get an audio clue. I think there's 1 still alive, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to very cautiously creep into this room just like I did last time and check it out, and the man who's going to be doing that creeping is none other than Mitch I Still Have Lightning Reflexes Hedberg, also known as the fluffy stack of delicious pancakes that we've all come to know and love. So in the event that this guy might make a rush around the corner, I'm going to drop into Overwatch here. I don't want Jesus anywhere near the action. Sporty is probably fine. Honestly, Helen Keller and Van Dorn are good right where they're at. They've got this whole corridor of fire. I wouldn't mind getting a little closer with Abraham Lincoln or Steve Loco Irwin here. So we're going to take a bit of a risk. I know it's crazy for me to take even the slightest risk on this mission has thus far not really paid out well, but I am going to take a little risk here with old Steve Loco Irwin and Abraham Hardcore Lincoln. And we're going to bring Lincoln and Hardcore as well as Shock Attack Zulu up. Put them on a little Overwatch. If this guy peeks around through the door, I wouldn't mind at least getting maybe a couple shots off at him. Let's get Hardcore. Oh, sorry, Steve. I didn't. You know what? Steve Irwin can't even get there, so let's not take any chances with Steve. We'll just bring him over here, drop him into Overwatch, and I'm going to bring the mustache up. We'll put him on Overwatch as well. This little wall has been destroyed, much like my sanity, self-respect, and other senses of self-esteem and self-worth, but like that, it is still full cover despite the destruction. So, Christ, let's bring old Jesus around the corner. He can go on a little bit of preventative Overwatch. Nikola Tesla, probably good where he's at. 40. Also, a little bit of spicy Overwatch from the Sportster. Okay, so there's definitely... There's either another pod of outsiders in this room, which is a possibility. There could still be 2 pods, but either there's a pod of outsiders in that room, or one of the remaining guys is like over in this region somewhere, maybe taking cover. So let's take Pancakes up to the door. I'm not going to go through. Unless I have an opportunity to retreat, I'm absolutely not going to go through that door. Steve, let's move Steve Irwin a little bit further to the front. I think Lincoln, Zulu, probably good. Jesus, you're good. Tesla, alright, here we go. Let's get Steve up here. We'll have Steve drop into Overwatch as well. That'll leave us Lincoln and Irwin on Overwatch. This way, if an opportunity arises to take a shot, we do have it.
Moving to Overwatch.
Eyes peeled, Commander.
Yeah, eyes peeled, Commander. That's fine. They've been peeled for a while, man, pal. Honestly, I think you may have gotten all of the skin off, and now you're down deep beneath the sclera. You're just going to have a bloody wreck of flesh left beneath there, much like Sam Neill in Event Horizon. But, you know, where XCOM: The Long War has taken us in this base assault, I'm not sure we're going to need eyes where we're going. Much like Sam, I don't think we're going to need those eyes.
Moving out.
So we got nothing. I don't trust that there's not a guy over here somewhere.
Roger that.
So here's what we'll do. We're gonna still fall back because this. I mean, I'm so friggin' gun shy right now. I feel like Feel like a liberal college student at a NRA gathering. I'm feeling a little bit gun shy here. You guys are making me kind of uncomfortable, and my hesitance, I think, is really showing. We'll go in a little deeper with pancakes this time.
What's making that noise?
Well, it's clearly an outsider. It's either an entire pod or a remnant. Okay, well, at some point, we're gonna have to look in the box. Gwyneth Paltrow's head, maybe, but we got to know what's in the box. So let's go up to here. This is at least cover from one direction. And yes, if One Direction is in your neighborhood, I do advise you, please seek cover immediately. The backlash following Zane could seriously damage your potential future. You want to take cover from that, because the Zane backlash, man, I mean, it was not inconsiderable. I still think we steady weapon here. Arguably, we should probably be having our snipers come up to cover, but I'm not ready to commit yet. I'm sorry. I'm not ready. I'm just not feeling it, Pam. I'm sorry. I know you're looking for the ring, but I don't think our relationship here has progressed to the point where we're ready to commit.
I'm on it.
The question is, do I want to hunker down, or would I rather Overwatch? You know what? I think I'm gonna hunker. Even if we get flanked this way, if we're hunkered down, we still maybe have a chance to miss. Our hunkering did save us just moments ago from a cyber disc taking a poke at us. Even while flanked, Mitch managed to stay safe.
On Overwatch.
So I think that's probably taught me a valuable lesson. So let's see how this works out. If we don't see anything, which we didn't, maybe they're all dead. Okay, maybe the outsiders have been, maybe they've been eliminated. Alright, so let's advance a little more aggressively. We can bring in some additional fire support from Mitch. I think we still gotta stay hunkered down in our bunker while the rest of the team catches up, because we do not exactly have the most powerful outlay. I don't even want to move.
Got it covered.
I'm playing so tenuously right now. I'm timorous. I'm timorous. Like a little tiny baby mouse scared to come out of his hole. I'm just, I'm terrified. Timid as a titmouse. I really am. Alright, Overwatch for Shaka. Jesus.
Commander.
I think we will bring Steve Irwin in
On the move.
and also drop Steve into Overwatch as well. This does give us a couple shotgun shots as well as pokes we could potentially take with Mitch. And let's be a little more aggressive here with Samuel Clemens. We'll start moving him forward. Sporty Spice, I think we'll also try and get in the neighborhood. Alright, well, we can't get Sporty where we necessarily like, so let's just get her a little closer.
Moving out.
Van Dorn, we're going to have you start hustling with the Deadeye here and start catching up. So Van Dorn and Keller way back in the back. We got to get them back up to the front. Alright, come on, aliens. You're being real coy here. You're really being... Okay, so he's maybe over here now.
You hear that?
Oh, okay, we found him. Is that a double move? Okay, that's an odd choice. So there's at least one outsider who took... That's a real weird move. He's not going to have cover. If there's a pod over here, he could be trying to clever girl us. If we have Overwatch... Okay, we're going to take this move with Abraham Hardcore Lincoln first. And if there is a pod... Oh, what if we activate him with Overwatch, though? You know what, Steve? You're at full health. You got the Carapace armor. If anybody can get shot and maybe withstand it, you are that man. So come to here and take cover. No Overwatch, no Overwatch. Oh, okay, alright. For whatever reason, this guy is not flanked, but this should still activate hit and run. Or Steve could just straight up jack him. Man, Steve Irwin, not messing around. It's right, bloke, I've had enough of this timid bullshit. When you got his tail a ratter, you gotta get in there and just grab him by the tail, mate. There ain't no other way to do it. You stand around, you taunt him, you get him all riled up. Eventually, he's gonna bite you, man. You just gotta dash in there and grab him before he knows what's up. You don't want to get him angry. Keep him calm, snatch him quick. That's the Australian way, that's the Steve Irwin way, and it's the only way that works.
Solid copy, Commander.
So, maybe we should heed Steve's advice.
On the move.
Yeah, you know what, Steve? Your brazen, ballsy guts attitude, I think, is exactly the wrong thing in this situation.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you're a madman and a hero, and I love you to death, pal, but I think in this one particular
Moving to
instance,
designated position.
you may be wrong. You might be wrong.
On my way.
So we're going to keep just our nice little timorous advances
Roger. Got
going
my
as
eyes
long
on.
as we can. Clemens, Overwatch for you. Lincoln, Overwatch. Hedberg, Overwatch. I'm pretty sure that was the last potential candidate for that pod. I don't
Got it.
think
Moving.
they had anybody else in it. Now, there is at least one more pod on the map, we know, because the mission hasn't ended. But in addition to that, at least one more pod. There also may be another pod. There could be up to 2 more pods in here. If they're another double activation pod, we got to be in a fantastic position to fight from. We don't know what's up here. It might be worth scouting it out. Maybe just a little. Let's... no, we can't do that with Steve Irwin. If we get an activation pod shot, Steve Irwin's going to get wrecked.
10-4.
We got to do it with it. We got to do it with Mitch. We can't not do it with Mitch.
Moving to designated coordinates.
So let's go see if that little flank area is safe. The reason I'm interested in that area because it does have probably the best sources of hard cover available to us on this section of map.
I'm on it, Commander.
So let's make a move in that direction. We're going to send Mitch. He's not going to make it in one turn. So again, our timorousness, it's going to be front and center. Man, Mitch, I really wish you still had a battle scanner. You know what we should do? Jesus still has motion trackers. Why are we not having Jesus use motion trackers?
On the move.
We got to do that. Actually, Lincoln, don't you have a motion tracker too? Lincoln? Oh, no, you're out of charges. All right, well, that's bad, but probably not the worst possible scenario. Zulu, this should be safe. We had Steve Irwin there a moment ago. We can get Shaka Zulu on some Overwatch. All right, Nikola Tesla, we just got to get you up closer to the front. Tesla does still have 1 grenade, and that 1 grenade could be potentially the difference between life or death. If we can expose some aliens by destroying their cover, it would be enormously useful.
On the move.
I don't think there are any active aliens left at this point. Unless we spawn a pod, I think we're probably in the clear. Steve, keep that Australian sharp eye out. All right, mate, but I tell you, getting real impatient over here. Real impatient. In a moment, just gonna dash in there and snatch that rattler. All right, Mitch, come up here and take a peek. See if this little flank zone is clear. Okay, this looks relatively safe, but there is no hard cover up here. None. There's actually not even much half cover. But it could be a spot for us to put a couple snipers, maybe, like here. We could probably get 1 sniper there and be reasonably safe. Maybe another sniper here and also have shots. So let's put Hedberg right here for now. All right, Mitch, you hold down the fort. Jesus, buddy, give me the motion tracker. Okay, so the motion tracker is completely clear. Interesting. What if we were to go here, Jesus? Now, we shouldn't spawn a pod because the motion tracker we got no visible enemies. This top area almost has to be clear, right? Yeah, it almost has to be clear. Oh, okay. So wait a minute. Hold on. We saw blips that are like over here behind this thing, maybe? Okay. I'm thinking maybe there's just 1 pod left. We might have finally whittled the aliens down to their last couple guys.
Already there.
So we know where the aliens are, roughly. At least 1 pod. Now, there is the opportunity that maybe there's a pod over here in this region we have not checked, but we've got 1 pod identified. Come on, we got to break this down into hand-level tasks. One thing at a time, gentlemen. 1 thing at a time. So, Steve, we know there are some guys, like, over here. We should be able to move you to here safely. Good, you're on Overwatch. Lincoln, where are you at? We're going to come at these guys from this right flank. Zulu, I think.
Understood.
That's a pretty reasonable position for you. Jane, Sporty... we should have had Sporty Spice there. Sporty would have been better. I'm sorry, Sporty. You know what? We'll do that next turn. We'll do a little flippity... no. We gotta have... Yeah. Jane, stay where you're at. Lincoln, let's get you over here behind Steve.
Location confirmed.
Tesla, we can actually put you over here behind this and maybe go... Well, you can't make it in a single dash, but that's okay. We got another turn left. We're going to be repositioning anyway. Might as well take our time. The last thing I want to do now is get this deep into base after all of this struggle and then rush it and make a stupid mistake that gets someone killed. So just going over.
Got it covered.
I know you're anxious to have 2 become 1 and, you know, maybe make a little sweet love or, I don't know, do a couple zig-a-zig-ahs, something like that, but you are anxious. I am considerably less anxious. We should not have line of sight to any enemies from this tile. Okay, good. Jesus, Overwatch. We're going to need your battle scanner in a minute, Jesus, so just stay calm for a moment. All right, let's reposition. Shaka,
Affirmative.
we're going to move you to here. And we got a long time because we still got Van Dorn and the Deadeye well back of the pack. Does this block line of sight? It's not cover. I don't think it blocks line of sight, so
I'm
let's
on the
put
move.
Tesla over here. And heaven help us if this is... Well, it can't be another cyber disk. We'd heard the cyber disk noise. I was going to say, heaven help us if there's a cyber disk back there that can whack up a grenade at us, because we'll be completely sunk. Sporty,
Let's do
you're
this.
there. All right, Van Dorn, you got to hustle here, champ. Let's get you right
Already
here.
there.
Helen Keller. You know, I'm wondering if maybe we wouldn't be better off to have Helen Keller or possibly even Van Dorn both just like right over
On the
here.
move.
They might have some flank shots. My theory is that these guys are like right in this region, like maybe lurking around this thing, or they could be cleared back by the hyperwave beacon, I guess. Probably in this neighborhood. And if they are there, actually, our snipers would be a little... Okay.
Moving to Overwatch.
Man, the game has me playing so super cautious that...
Time to motor.
I really feel like a tiny, timid little mouse. I'm afraid to move. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to go anywhere. I just want to stay at home, snuggle up in my little mousy bed, and watch the mouse version of Netflix. Yeah, those guys are definitely right over here. Well, they, again, could be by the hyperwave. Sporty?
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
Roger that. Scanning.
Overwatch. Van Dorn, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm waffling like a politician
Move
here.
order confirmed.
It's like Harry Reid on the floor of the Senate here. I just can't make up my damn mind, and I'm sorry. Steady your weapon. Shaka, Overwatch.
Roger that.
We have everybody in the
Scanning.
best possible positions. I think the answer is...
I'm on it. On Overwatch.
Except for the mustache. The mustache needs to be,
On
let's
my
say,
way.
here. And also on Overwatch.
On Overwatch.
Alright, Mitch, I would really kill for a battle scanner right now. Okay. So somebody's got to go do the dirty. Mitch, you're the
Heading
man
to
for the
that
job. Go do
location.
the dirty, Mitch. If you could do the dirty. Mitch, that was not the dirty, sir. So these guys, I guess they're up here. They could still be... Oh, man. I am so timid right now.
Moving to Overwatch.
Come get some.
Affirmative. Covering now.
We can't pop a pod with anybody but Mitch Hedberg, because if they get immediate shots, anybody who doesn't have lightning reflexes, one bad luck or a little critical or something, and we're going down in a heap.
Field,
And
Commander.
we're out of med kits, so even if somebody goes down critical wounded, we can't fix that shit. Jesus, I kind of like you right where you're at,
Roger
buddy.
that. Scanning.
Overwatch. Archie.
Once again, we're digging in for more Overwatch creeping. And I'm telling you, the manager of the ladies'
I don't think
gym
we're
is
alone out
coming
here.
to shoo us away from the window as we speak. He's like, "Hey, pal, you can't just sit outside." I'm like, "Oh, but this is a public sidewalk, man. I can do whatever I want." And he's like, "Oh, come on, man. We all know what you're doing. Let's get away from here. This is a big pod." So they're like right here. 1, 2, 3. So we've got 6 aliens. That's a lot of aliens. Mitch, could we get you in a position where you spawn the pod and also potentially have full cover? Okay,
Moving.
let's try it. All right, Mitch. A squad side shot would be perfect here if we could get it. Did not activate.
Roger. I've got my eyes
All right.
on it.
Well, Jesus, you
Running
stay
over.
right where you're at then. Let's... Jane Austen is good. Shaka Zulu, get to here.
copy.
This may
Moving on
spawn them. Please don't spawn them, Shaka Zulu. Oh, yeah, okay. Shaka Zulu, you're the greatest man who's ever lived.
Moving to
Overwatch for Jane Austen. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have Abraham Hardcore Lincoln and Steve Irwin just come
Moving
right up
out.
here. Let's get Tesla over here.
Commander.
Closer a little bit for grenade action. This should also theoretically be safe. I mean, we don't have a pod active, so it's definitely safe. I still want to be over here, I think, with our snipers. We can come at them from 2 directions and do a little sniperous pinning, and I kind of like that. Tesla, Overwatch.
Commander.
Loco, I'm telling you, mate,
Heading
you gotta
out.
get in there, man. You can't get in there. You can't behave like this. I simply won't stand for it. Yeah, well, you're gonna get all the action you can handle here in just a second. I have a feeling, Steve. So, you know, just trust me on this one for another couple seconds until we get a chance to get pancakes up here to this corner and peek around.
Solid copy. Target acquired.
Okay, there we go. Mitch has got him. All right, they were up here, actually, not where I thought they were. All right, so we got... That's a lot of aliens. It certainly is. Shaka Zulu has... oh, that guy's unhittable. Jesus could toss us a battle scanner if we need it. Mustache has no shots. Sporty Spice is too damn far away. That is not
Okay.
nice, Sporty Spice. Maybe from here you'll be better. Why don't you hunker, because you can't do anything else. Is there a benefit to dashing up for these guys? I think the answer to that question is a definitive no. Now these guys, I have to assume, have the leaping legs. Let's take a look. Pancakes, I'm gonna have you take a peek here. Muscle fiber. Okay, so they do have leapy legs. All right, so we got to be careful with Jesus then, because he is fairly badly exposed. But we do have Van Dorn, who has a bunch of flank shots here, and this sectoid commander, we got to take him out. The outsiders are dangerous. They have fantastic aim and can cause a lot of problems for us. Steve Irwin getting mind controlled, though, I think is very definitively a much worse problem. So we got to kill this commander. Oh, beautiful shot. I'm telling you, Van Dorn, he's fucking coring bitches left and right. He's all over the place. The man is a god today. What are you? You are... So it's just outsiders left, huh? Alright, well, take the shot then, Deadeye. That's a lot of outsiders. We got 5 outsiders and a sectoid commander. That was... Oh, Helen Deadeye Killer. That's right. She's living up to her name right there. Mitch, you should not have line of sight from there, do you? Good. All right, excellent. Now we got problems with Jesus. Do you got a problem with Jesus, son? If you got a problem with Jesus, there's only one solution. You take the Lord into your heart and you ask for forgiveness and salvation, and Jesus will deliver. He has saved more than a few lives on this, I'd like to point out. So, the salvation Jesus thing, I'm on board.
Heading there now.
I want Steve Irwin up here, and I want him on Overwatch.
On Overwatch.
We may also need him for a run and gun. Also, the other thing is, I want Samuel Clemens in Jesus' former position. So we're going to go here. For a split second, we could see a guy.
Heading there now.
Somewhere along that path, for just a moment, one brief shining moment, we had vision. I would prefer that we not. We've got a lot of Overwatch here. Let's try and make the outsiders come into it.
You hear that?
Actually, no, I do not. All right, are the outsiders going to be dumb enough to let us sit here and just pick them apart from our little flanking sniper position? We can see 2. Mitch, what do you got? They don't appear to have moved much. Intriguing. Do you have a shot? Nope, James Sporty Austin is still too far away. So we would like to get Sporty Spice where Shaka Zulu is. I think from that position, she would have a shot. Van Dorn has not a great hit percentage here, but 67 is probably the best we're going to do. Let's see what Helen Keller's got. Slightly worse. We have no idea where those other outsiders went. What if they went up top? We have no cover from on high. We gotta start killing these guys. I was thinking about just steadying our weapon and going for the long Kong. It's not gonna work. The long Kong here is not gonna work. If they come up over the top of us, they could have potentially jumped up here, be working their way over here, and then they could come down and just rain death on us. That would be very bad. So we've downed 1. There are 4 left. So if we kill this guy, there will be 3 left. And it looks like we got him? Not quite. He's hurt, but he ain't dead. Yeah, Van Dorn's out of ammo. That's real bad. Overwatch for Zulu. Mitch, what's your... Is it worth... You know what? This is... We should have shot this shot first, but I think it's worth taking. Mitch, come on, baby. Mitch, that was definitively not what I needed, sir. Jesus, you're on Overwatch. Tesla, Overwatch. Irwin. The rest of the team has to be on Overwatch in case these guys are trying some kind of death from above assault. Maybe they're not. They're going to shoot at Mitch. Okay, so far safe. Heavy cover is holding up, but against these outsiders, their aim is so high, we can't rely on the heavy cover. Overwatch. Okay, so they're not going for the high side maneuver then. This we know. We've got 4 left. We know where all 4 are. Mitch can see them. Oh, we should be calling him Mitch Eagle Eye Hedberg. All right, so Shaka Zulu, he shot at you. You should be able to shoot back. What about Jane Sporty Austin? She should also have a shot. She does, but they are universally terrible shots. Would it be better to soften one up with a little hollow targeting from Hedberg? Alternatively, this is a lot of Overwatch to ask from Mitch, but if we could get the Overwatch, we could send in Team Assault and just have him wreck shop. Ugh, Van Dorn is out of ammo.
I'm ready.
Alright, Van Dorn, you reload. Helen Keller, you got a flank shot. What else? What other flanker have you got? 90%. Honestly, this guy is a bigger problem. Take the crack here. Oh, Helen Deadeye Keller. So beautiful. With the consistent criticals, Helen Deadeye Keller proving that she is the hero we needed or deserved, or needed and deserved, or deserved and didn't need, or whatever. The bulk of my assertion here is that Helen Keller is a goddamn hero. Also, we're gonna command her for a reload. If we can keep Helen with the bullets, I like that strategy. Overwatch. Alright, pancakes. Well, we gotta have Mitch shoot at this chap, just to get the holo targeting.
Target still
For
up.
Jane Sporty Austin. Did we already put... No, okay. We wanted the holo targeting for Sporty Spice. Double 42s. Probably not gonna get a kill here. May not even get a hit. She did ruin some cover, which is interesting. We can't kill all these guys in a single turn. Or can we? If we bring Tesla out here, he takes Overwatch. Next turn. Next turn, Nikki. Next turn. Next turn, we commit. It's go time. We're gonna have to commit on this one. Alright, so you're gonna take up the position where you flank yourself. These guys, I don't know what they're gonna do now that their cover is gone. Looks like they're gonna fall back to different cover. You should not... Oh, Mitch, buddy. Oh, please, Mitch. Come on, don't fucking taunt the lion. He's got you... You've got your head in the lion's mouth. You got your whip down the side. When you're being a lion tamer, you don't taunt the fucking lion while your head is in his drooling, slavering jaws. Because a hungry lion is nobody's fucking sucker. He'll eat your heart, and he doesn't care. I think we've got these guys dead to rights. One on Overwatch. We could pull the Overwatch with pancakes. Also, we could just have Van Dorn double tap one of them the hell out of existence and make the Overwatch a non-issue. Let's go ahead and do that. It was a fantastic shot, Van Dorn. Go ahead and take the double tap. I'll take the double tap flanker. Another notch in the belt for Van Dorn. The guy. He's the guy. Van Dorn, he's my boy. Van Dorn, you my boy. I said it once again. Van Dorn is my boy. All right, so the Overwatch is done. It's all gone. The Overwatch is all finished. So, Sporty, which one do you have a shot at? 32. Just that one. Okay, then. So, if we have pancakes, head to... You know what? I don't think Mitch needs to move. Just take this shot, pancakes, and give me the holo target. Alright, the hit would have been good, but in lieu of the hit, I will accept the holo targeting. And as long as that opens the door enough for Sporty Spice to be... Oh, damn it. Oh, Sporty! Double hits! Double 42! She bucks the odds. That's it, then. This guy is toast. You, sir, are gonna be killed by a combination of amazing, overwhelming firepower from Abraham Lincoln and Steve Irwin. Alright, Steve, now's your moment. This guy, he may have close encounters. 4, 5. So you're right here.
Stepping off.
This should be a flank shot. It's not going to activate hit and run because this is a run and gun shot, but we should, with combination fire here and the can't miss flanker, between Steve Irwin and Abraham Lincoln, we've got enough damage to get it done. Now, this one's all Steve. I know you're there, Helen Keller, but you're basically my backup in case for some reason this isn't a 100% shot and Steve misses. I'm not doubting your talent, Steve. Damn right, you know, Mike. If anybody's gonna kill this chap, it's gonna be Steve Irwin. That's how you tail a rattler. Okay, Operation Blind King is fucking finally finished, and I gotta say, I'm feeling a great deal of relief. This was easily the most difficult mission we have ever had in a long war. This was a fucking pain in the dick. It's a gonorrhea-style burning pain right in the genitals. But it's over now, thanks to a nice healthy shot of Overwatch creeping and penicillin. Back to base then, and we get to see how long everybody is hurt, because we have a bunch of people who done gotched themselves shot. We're out of medkits, so I mean, we suffered a lot of damage. And I'm really wishing we had brought more medkit. I'm thinking we did get some use out of the motion tracker on Jesus there at the end, but Shock Attack Zulu's out for 37 days. Jane Sporty Austin only out for 15 days and promoted to Gunnery Sergeant. So maximum rank for Sporty Spice. I like it. Mayhem, real good. Sentinel, not good for Jane because she ain't owning Overwatch. Extra conditioning. You know, Jane, if you were a mobility gunner, I might say yes to this. Like Shaka Zulu, I think may take extra conditioning, but for you, it's absolutely going to be Mayhem. We need the extra damage as well as the suppressive ability, so we're going to do it. Sporty Spice, picking up Mayhem. I do like Mayhem because it's guaranteed damage with suppression, so... Samuel Clemens picking up an Overwatch as well. He is an Overwatch gunner. I love rapid fire so much. Sentinel's pretty good. Bring him on is a definite no. Resilience, though, it's real tempting. It's got to be Sentinel. Resilience for our sort of more offensive infantry, I think, is the right pick here. Since we are on an Overwatch kind of suppression build here, though, for Samuel Clemens, Sentinel is the better pick. That's fine. Sammy's going to be Sentinel. He's been guarding that fucking mustache jealously like a fucking dragon in its den with a horde. And I gotta say, that mustache probably worth more than any dragon's horde. And Steve Irwin making it to maximum rank. Look at this kill to mission ratio. 80 kills, 22 missions. That's right, mate. All this timorous bullshit don't do it for Steve Irwin. Steve Irwin don't need to be timid. Steve Irwin dashes in where angels fear to tread. Then he grabs that angel, tears his wings off, throws him in a sack, takes him back, and puts him on display in a fucking zoo. Extra conditioning is interesting because Steve is kind of low health, but he's very mobile, has sprinter. Lightning reflexes is just too damn good. That's got Steve, and let's face it, Steve Irwin. I mean, the man did have lightning reflexes. He really did. All right, so we picked up another hyperwave beacon, 7 sectoid core. This is just all dead people. Yeah, a bunch of dead things. 127 Elerium, 152 alloys, 96 weapon fragments, 116 meld. Alien entertainment. Oh, we got enough alien surgeries to do our project, I think. Alien food I don't give a shit about. Stasis tanks we had a ton of. 3 power supplies, some damage shit. Okay, if we can do the alien surgery, I will be unspeakably thrilled. Our Gauss auto rifle and some carapace armor got damaged. Yeah, that's gonna happen when Shock Attack Zulu gets fucking split in half. I mean, basically he got bifurcated like a magician's trick gone horribly, horribly wrong, and yet somehow survived. So all credit to Shock Attack Zulu.
Remember,
we'll head down to the repair bay,
watching.
get the patches started on those items, and then it's over to the foundry because, damn, son, we got to get the surgical option finished. And we should have enough alien surgeries now. Where are you at? Are you kidding me? It's just the cash. All right, it's just the cash. That's fine. We need 12 stasis tanks, 12 surgeries, and 600 credits. We're going to go get the damn 600 credits right now. There is possibly nothing with the rate at which I get my troopers injured that I need more right now than that surgery. So to the gray market, gentlemen. And I think we may have an episode of old Crazy Pete's Alien Artifact Emporium on our hands here, wherein we go full fucking Crazy Pete and start everything's gotta move. All right, so alien food that's damaged, not useful. Alien stasis tanks, likewise not useful. We need a lot of cash. A lot of cash. You gotta be kidding me, that's all we got, huh? Okay, we have a bunch of stasis tanks and we only need 12. We have 46 of them. We have 15 surgeries. We don't need stasis tanks for anything but this project, so let's liquidate. Now, I'm only gonna liquidate down to 24 just out of an abundance of caution. That puts us pretty close to our goal. That actually gets us to our goal. Never mind, I am terrible at math. But that's good. We're there. We're where we need to be. We start the Foundry Project immediately. Right now, it's go. Foundry Project is go. Make it happen. Advanced surgery. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so good. Come on, give it to me, baby. Oh, I feel like Dr. Valen. So good. I feel like Dr. Valen after she has just tortured a sentient being from a different solar system to death on her slab while furiously flicking that bean of hers. That's how good I feel right now. So good. So good. All right. Well, that's taken care of.
Is already warmed up.
Base is
I'll
finished.
make sure to notify you as soon as production is finished.
Okay, everybody's agreed, Dr. Shane. Also, you'll forget, but don't worry, Dr. Shane. This time, I'll remind you, and you know what? I won't even be salty about your Alzheimer's. I'm going to be so happy when that finishes. Won't even care, buddy. Won't even care. All right. Well, that's going to be it for this alien base. That's one base left to go, then. All we have, barring, somebody else withdrawing from the council, which, let's face it, is a fairly realistic opportunity if the aliens throw a terror mission anywhere in North America. But still, I'm feeling pretty good. We can't raid our next alien base, of course, until we have an outsider shard and also have all of our team come back on duty because our roster looking pretty heavily depleted after that mission. We don't exactly have a bunch of guys coming back in the immediate future either. And if the aliens launch a base assault, I'm pretty sure we're fighting hurt. So there is that. But we'll have to find out next time. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Your support really does mean a lot to me. And if you'd like to see more XCOM with considerably less Overwatch creeping, because I'm really only going to do it when it's absolutely necessary, you might consider subscribing as well. We post new episodes of XCOM every single day. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Probably from outside the window of a women's gymnasium while you're on the treadmill. Because that's how I roll.